Professor Banji Akintoye, whom he described as his father and mentor. Akintoye founded Ilana Omo-Oòduà to spearhead a renewed push for Yoruba self-determination. In the same spirit and tradition of these past leaders, Dr. Adeyemo declared the formation of Ifelodun Apapomo Yoruba. He said Ifelodun would serve as a general group with multiple arms, including Ifelodun Elite, Ifelodun Youth, Ifelodun Diaspora, and others designed to mobilize and represent Yoruba across all demographics and locations. He further mentioned that his goal was to create a lasting platform that would outlive its founders and potentially become even greater than Afenifere. To lead the movement, Dr. Adeyemo announced the appointment of his trusted ally, Gani Alagbala, as the president of Ifelodun Apapomo Yoruba, describing him as capable and worthy of trust. He called on Yoruba sons and daughters across villages, towns, cities, and in the diaspora to join Ifelodun and be part of the transformative movement. And that is the news. Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
So Mokiwale Nkosipe, Emma Binusiwa for the network. We're really struggling with our network, but hopefully we will get it resolved. Motuba ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lÉkòó mo bá yín dárò fún ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ó ti mú ẹ̀mí lọ ìyẹn ilé tó dàwó ní Lagos State. Bí ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ìkan náà àwọn ọmọ wa náà tí a jọ wà nínú movement àtàwọn tá a jọ ṣe movement because ọmọ Yorùbá tó kú náà síbẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n kọ́lọ́n kó foríjì wọn. Now let's come back to the conversation, see how much time we can do because of the network. Yorùbá a ní ọ̀nà méjì, ọ̀nà kan péré ló kù fún wa. Ọ̀nà kan tó dẹ̀kùn náà ni pé kí Yorùbá dá dúró. That is the only solution. Kò sí solution kankan tí a tún lè máa discuss àfi tá bá ń waste time ara wa. Kò sí solution kankan tí olóṣèlú gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá tó gbọ́dọ̀ accept ju pé kí Yorùbá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìlú. Àwọn tó ń sọ pé a fẹ́ dá dúró táwa dẹ̀ ń sọ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró, identity wa tá bá ṣì ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà a máa ní issue pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. The more tá bá ṣì sọ pé a fẹ́ rely pé Nàìjíríà ni wá, we would have identity crisis. And identity crisis means that I must struggle gan láti lè jẹ́ ká mọ̀ who are we, ta ni wá. Are we Nigerians? We are not. In tó pè wá nìyẹn, a lè reverse it, a lè change it, but it has to be a collective effort. But nígbà tá bá ṣì ráwọn tí wọ́n sọ fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé a tún máa lọ dìbò, ìbò ń bọ̀ ní 2027, ẹ jẹ́ ká campaign. That means that àwọn tí wọ́n sọ pé kó lọ campaign yẹn àtàwọn tó fẹ́ lọ dìbò yẹn wọ́n ti ní understanding that the country tí wọ́n pè Nigeria is not meant for us. So this is where we have come in, and for the last 5 years of the campaign, I can confirm that the result is getting better. I got a call from London. Láti kan àwọn listeners wa wọ́n jẹ́ kó yé wa pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí bá sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ táwọn ti sọ fún nípa pé kí Yorùbá dá dúró tí wọ́n disagree. Majority of them now are accepting that lóòótọ́ tí Yorùbá bá dá dúró ó wà better off than ká ṣì wà ní Nigeria. So that is the good news, because at the end of the day àwọn tí wọ́n disagree pẹ̀lú wa tẹ́lẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé àjọ níjà, but bóyá for one reason or the other ẹlòmíì lè máa like it the way ta ṣe ń present ẹ̀, ẹlòmíì expect pé ó jẹ́ kí àwọn ọba wa wà involve, even though pé kò sọ́ba kan tí wọ́n ti sọ fún pé Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. Bàbá Akíntóyè ti discuss pẹ̀lú gbogbo wọn, Àwọn elite wa, they are not interested. They don't want to have that kind of discussion. They are running away from it. Mo kí àwa Rúkàyà Tọmọ́wùmí. So tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá pé kó dá dúró, àwọn tó jẹ́ elite wa, they keep running away. Wọ́n ní àwọn ní interest. Wọ́n fi gbọ́ yẹn. In tó fi gbọ́ ni pé kí a ṣì wà nínú Nigeria. But the fact remains is that kò sí bá ṣe lè fi pẹ́ sínú Nigeria. Nigeria is not going to fulfill our dream desire. Nigeria ò ní fún wa ní the kind of dream tá fẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá. Lóòótọ́ a máa rá àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan láàrin wa tó máa ṣe dáadáa, but the majority of the Yoruba people will struggle within Nigeria. So right now, any politician tó bá ṣì wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń sọ pé Yorùbá nation kọ́ ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ, that politician is one of the criminals, because olóṣèlú iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé kó parọ́, and they will continue to tell lies because ó favour àwọn. So they will give all the reasons that no, Nigeria ṣì máa da, Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kí Nigeria da. No, all that is a lie. Àti wà much more educated láti mọ̀ pé irọ́ ni gbogbo yẹn. So all we can do is just to, encourage majority of our people tó wà nílé. Mo kí yín láti US, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa, mo kí yín. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́ lódùn yẹn, the link is already in the public domain, but tẹ́ bá ní the link yẹn, tẹ́ bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwa media, àfún yín. Media tó bá náà wọ̀n ni ẹ reach out padà sọ́dọ̀ èmi, à release ẹ̀ fún yín. So link yẹn, I'll see if I can get the link to the comment section. Remember, so what's important that we all be part of the group. Iṣẹ́ tí à ń ṣe lọ kò tí ì délẹ̀, but ó ṣì àṣewà lẹ́nu ẹ̀. A dẹ̀ máa délẹ̀ lè rí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Mo fẹ́ jẹun òbí àmọ́ lè fi link yẹn sínú comment section. So ẹ jẹ́ ká túbọ̀ múra sí iṣẹ́ tá gbà yìí. We have just one solution, and that solution is to exit Nigeria. That's all. That is the only solution that we have now. Anything short of that is a lie. Nigeria ò lè ṣiṣẹ́. There's no amount of what anybody wants to tell us. Nigeria will not work. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀yin fún wa ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbìyànjú, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ encourage wa, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ fún wa pé ẹ máa báṣẹ́ lọ, Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú wa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá àti bàbá, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, àtàwa tá wà ní diaspora. We will continue the push until we get to our final destination. Mo kí bàbá mi Sunday. Títí tá máa fi délẹ̀ lérí, we will continue to create awareness until the call for the rally comes out. And the call for the rally is getting closer. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, I can tell us that. It's getting closer and closer on a daily basis. For every day tí bá ti jáde, rally yẹn súnmọ́ bọ̀. For every day tí a bá ti jáde, rally yẹn súnmọ́ bọ̀. Àwọn tí wọ́n doubt pé bóyá rally máa wáyé kò ní wáyé, mo fẹ́ sọ fún wa pé ẹ má fi doubt sí o. Ẹ má doubt rárá o. It does not matter whether you agree, you disbelieve, whether you think that it will not be something that will come up. The rally is going to come up. There will be the Yoruba Nation mega rally. And some have argued that ṣé rally la máa fi gba Yoruba Nation. Ojú ń pọ́n yìí ni. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń béèrè question yẹn ojú ń kan yín ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń béèrè question pé ṣé rally la máa fi gba Yorùbá Nation. This is Koikimedia voice note coming from our studio. Èdè ní 19 ní 11:21 p.m. local time láti Africa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ pé ṣé rally la máa fi gba Yorùbá Nation. Mo ní ojú ń kan yín ni. Ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ but rally ló máa kọ́kọ́ jáde. Tí a bá ti wà nínú rally dẹ́ni tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ wá máa ṣàlàyé fún wa but nígbà tí wọ́n ti sọ fún wa pé tí wọ́n bá fún wa ní demands wa a lè lọ anywhere so ó ti show pé rally ló máa lead sí Yorùbá Nation. Now, do we need any country to approve our country? No. We don't need any country to approve it. Mo kí bàbá wa Waris Jinadu. We do not need any country to approve. Tó bá support the ambition pé kí Yorùbá dá dúró, it will be benefit for them and a benefit for us. But don't expect the politician not to fight back. That I want us to put it at the back of our mind. But the reason why they will not be able to fight back is if we are able to come out in our masses in millions. Ọwọ́ wọn máa bọ́. Kò sí ìlú kan láyé yìí táràlú bá ti sọ pé in táwọn fẹ́ lélẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ stick to it. Ìjọba ìlú yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ gbà fún wọn. And one of that is the South Korea. We witness in South Korea, kódà, their president right now is going to go through South Korea. In South Korea, their president was was impeached. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín ní background quickly. Mo kí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Koikimedia is my name, and I'm sure by now you know the purpose of this channel: self-determination. There was an impeachment of Yoon Suk Yeol. That is on the 14th of December 2024. He is the 13th president of the South Korea, and he was impeached by the National Assembly. This action came in response to Yoon's declaration of martial law on the 3rd of December 2024. Ó declare martial law. So let's give an example. Tabawa níta tó di pé government feel pé they have the power, the strength to hold people's back. The government would eventually have to go into more problem because àwọn tó náà fẹ́ peace tó dẹ̀ pé through the peaceful way lọ́fẹ́ tí government kan bá wá ń lo strength pé òun máa lo gbogbo agbára tó òun ní against the people and the people revolt, we might end up getting to a very nasty situation. Nasty situation. To avoid that, that's why we're saying to the government, last year, a letter was sent to Tinubu for a peaceful negotiation between the Yoruba people and his government. Láti make a amicably way for the dissolution and the exit of the Yoruba people. But Tinubu rò pé bóyá òun ní strength, òun ní agbára kan tó wà lọ́wọ́ òun. He doesn't have the power. The power belongs to the Yoruba people on our soil. He doesn't have the power. Tinubu doesn't have that power. There's no amount of what Tinubu wants to do to stop us from achieving our Yoruba country. It cannot be possible. So, in South Korea, there was a lot of tension in South Korea in December last year. And that led to the removal of the president. I will remove president. I will remove our kúrò ní Nigeria. So let me read quickly the background to the story. The reason why we are giving you all this, example, so that kí ẹni tó wà nílé kó lè yọ fear kúrò pé Tinubu ní agbára láti dá wa dúró pé ká má lọ gba Yorùbá nation. Tinubu ò ní any power to stop us. He has no right to stop us, but he can use his wisdom and knowledge láti agree pé kí Yorùbá kó dialogue kó dé exit. But tó bá rò pé bóyá òun máa lo strength pé torí òun jẹ́ president, the chief of army staff, the chief of staff of the military, the federal government, the president, it could be very, very nasty. So let's read through. South Korea president has been removed from power. What happens now? Kilo Kokofa. The South Korea president has been removed from office after the Constitutional Court voted anonymously to uphold his impeachment. Yoo Suk-yeol was suspended from duty in December after being impeached by Parliament following his failed attempt to impose martial law. Kí ló ń pè ní martial law? Let's get the meaning of that. When we talk about the martial law is the replacement of civilian government by military. Just similar to what Tinubu is doing in Rivers State. The suspension of a civilian legal process for military powers, state of emergency. Martial law can be continued for a specific amount of time, just like 6 months of money, Rivers State, or indefinitely standard civil liberty may be suspended for as long as martial law continues. So what we need to understand is that we, our Tasokwe country, Tafedaduro, we must prepare that Tinubu can make our state of emergency. We must, since we have already seen the template in Rivers State, so automatically we must prepare for such. But does that stop us from not going further because there's a state of emergency that might or not? I don't know. I'm just, because since that in Nigeria, in Rivers State, there is tendency, there's probability that there might be also a state of emergency as well. So that means that we, the Yorubas, that want our own independent country, must prepare for every eventualities that will be thrown at us. Whether it's the smallest, the biggest, every eventuality Toba Jusiwa, we, the Yoruba people, must not back down. Every eventualities that the federal government will throw at us, and they will throw a lot of things at us, but we must not back down. And that is something that we need to put at the back of our mind. The government would do everything to discredit the movement. We saw that with the Biafra from Buhari, that labeled them as a terrorist organization. Emabino, we've just lost the broadcast on the YouTube, so I might have to start it again. So there's a serious, we're struggling with our, with the networks. It's terrible. I don't know what's going on. Kojaki broadcast will go smooth rara. Shows that It's a terrible, terrible situation with this network. I really struggle with but kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí. So we must understand that